Hello and welcome to how to make origami lucky stars. They're so super cute and super addicting to make once you get the hang of it. So let's learn how. First you're going to need a strip of paper. If you want to get started right away, you can cut your own. Just make sure that it's super straight and even. Otherwise you can search online for origami lucky star paper and you'll see all sorts of different patterns and textures that come in little packs like this. So to get started, take your strip of paper, flip it over so that the bottom is facing up. You're going to take the bottom here and fold it upwards and then behind the other end so that you kind of have this decorative ribbon look. Then you're going to take this short end and pull it through the loop there, almost like you're tying a knot in the paper. Then you're going to loosely hold the corner here and pull on the top so that it starts to tighten. When it's not pulling easily anymore, then you're going to gently pinch on this side so it's kind of flattening. Right now it's a little fat, and so what we're going to do is keep pulling on both ends until this hugs up. So you'll see when I pull on the bottom here that it starts to tighten up until it's right there, and then we're going to do it again on this side, and now it's nice and snug. So take your time and keep pulling on both ends until it's nice and flush with that. Don't pull too hard so that the paper creases or folds in at all, because that will mess up the shape of your star in the long run. And then when it's all tight, go ahead and crease it, push hard. With the little tail that's left, we don't need that anymore, so go ahead and pinch hard on the body and then we can just rip that off and get rid of that. And then we're left with something that looks like this. You're going to hold it like this so that the tail is facing towards you and the white side is facing up, and you're going to fold it forward like this. And you'll see that we have a little fold here that we're going to thread the paper through. So take the end and fold it through like that, and then pull, and you'll see that it starts to come through. And then once you see a little bit of the white of the paper underneath, then stop and pinch it, crease it, make sure that it stays level and flat with the bottom there. And then you're going to flip this over so that the white side is facing up again and the tail is pointing towards you. Then we're going to hold on the bottom here, and we want to fold it forward like this. And when you do so, it'll naturally go to the right for the first one, and see how nice and flat that is against the bottom there. And then you also want to make sure that it's flat against the side here. You'll see that it matches up pretty nicely, so then crease that nicely. Then we're going to flip it back over so that the tail's pointing towards us, and then you're going to do the same thing, but this time the tail is going to go towards the left. So fold it so that it goes along the bottom just like that and stays flat on the left side there, and then flip it and do that again. So it's going to go on the right side and then the left side and then the right side and the left side, and then keep going until you've just about run out of paper. And when you have just a little bit left like this, you're going to do a nice little fold, tuck into this fold again. So you see we have a little pocket there, and sometimes you have to pinch the sides so that it has a little wiggle room, but make sure you get it folded through there. You can push on the bottom. If you have a little tiny tag left at the end that's too short to fold back anywhere, go ahead and just hold tight, and then you can rip that off as well. And so we're left with this perfect little pentagon. And then to make the star shape, we're going to be pinching, and so what you're doing is pressing your index finger into the center here and pushing towards the center as hard as you can. So I like to kind of hold the corner like this and then let your index finger do all the work and push down. So one more time along the side here, find the center, push your index finger towards the center of the pentagon, and now we have our first little star point. And then keep doing that to all sides. Depending on what kind of paper you use and how thick it is, this can be more difficult or really easy. So just be really patient with yourself as you're figuring it out. And then once you've pushed in on all sides, you can give it one more little twirl around to pinch again. Make sure it's nice and pointy. And there's our lucky star. It's nice and poofy and 3D. And before you'll know it, you'll be folding hundreds of them as well. So thanks so much for watching and have fun folding.